Charlamagne chooses Loren's side against Jess Hilarious?
I with Loren in a real way. She's dope as she's great at what she does, and she's filling a void that radio, and I think this generation hasn't seen in a while. Cause you know who Loren reminds me of? She's like a that version of Miss Info. She's that type of personality, that type of talent.
100%.
Guess what? You need that.
That's right, Sean. In a recent episode of Brilliant Idiots, it was quite shocking to me how well Charlamagne spoke of Loren Lorosa. I mean, this guy was acting like she is the newfound Walter Cronkite. He was talking about her skill set and all of that jazz. Now, all of this news comes on the heels of the iconic radio moment that was Loren and Jess Hilarious airing each other out. Remember, Jess Hilarious went on her Instagram Live and said that she had issues with how Loren Lorosa was being integrated into the Breakfast Club.
That's why I picked her to fill in for me for maternity leave. No, I didn't like her when I came back because I'm like, all right, what's going on? Because the anger was misplaced. Nah, it ain't even you that I don't like. I'm realizing it's the way these doing up here that I don't like. Just for the mess is not being done. Loren LaRosa is doing it. So that need to be her segment. You try to come back to work and the mother is right there at your desk.
And that led to, like I said before, a classic moment on the Breakfast Club the following day where Jess, Charlamagne, Envy, and Loren would air out their grievances.
Why you ain't bringing to the team?
It's not about wanting her in the room, yo. It's about the segment. Like it was like y'all
have that conversation
y'all wanted
off
her.
air. If you had a problem, say it to us. We had a meeting yesterday.
Conversations off air. What
not
is we
like
talking
that.
about?
But on this episode of Brilliant Idiots, oh man, Charlamagne is talking so positively about Loren LaRosa. I mean, he's saying she's great. She does the news. She's a journalist and all of that jazz. And I couldn't help but think, man, you didn't really big up Jess like this. You didn't really mention Jess too much. Now, we have to account for the fact that this may have been recorded prior to, I guess, the argument between Jess and Loren. And another thing Charlamagne says is that if you are someone who does not take jokes well, I can't get along with you. I can't rock with you. I can't do anything with you. And he was saying that Loren can take jokes. And you know who's looking like they can't take jokes too well right now? The comedian herself, Jess Hilarious. Oh boy, this is getting pretty juicy, y'all. And I do think that the argument between Jess and Loren and Charlamagne and Envy, it represented a turning point for their dynamic. I firmly believe that the infrastructure for an excuse so Charlamagne could distance himself from Jess has been laid. Hey, Jess, you were the one who wanted to bring Loren on the show. You picked her. That was you, dog. It's not my fault that things didn't go the way you planned. And then Envy even did the same thing. He's like, oh, you could have had this, meeting behind closed door. You went public. You broke the rules. You broke the code. And I also think, Charlamagne was very excited about how, these numbers are going as a result of the Breakfast Club. I mean, the Breakfast Club is back, yo, and it's back in a major way. Charlamagne and them were finding something new to reinvigorate the show, and they did it. They did it, y'all. And I have to say, I've been seeing some theories online of people saying this is a rollout. This is that. Oh, they're doing this for ratings. And it's coincidentally happening when rating season is at its peak. Well, don't you think that rating seasons being at its peak would necessitate a change where the show would get higher ratings? And that change is adding Loren LaRosa to the show, because when Jess Hilarious left the show, the ratings went up in New York City. Now, it's just New York. I can't speak for the whole country, but I know that if you don't have good ratings in New York City, iHeart doesn't like that. Being number one in New York is the goal. There's like 7 million people here, maybe more. And when they saw those ratings go up when Loren joined, and then saw those ratings go back when Jess came back, they're like, we got to make Loren, she got to be a bigger part of this. If you don't notice, the last radio ratings I was looking at, Hot 97 and The Breakfast Club, well, iHeart, are neck and neck. Power and Hot are neck and neck. So if this thing goes down and the ratings are still tied, I'm telling you right now, I think Jess will be, her role will get further diminished. They will make it so that it's so awkward that Jess has to leave. They might be like, all right, you're going to do the 4th hour. That's it. You're not going to be on that 6, 7, and 8. Matter of fact, we're going to call 9 a.m. the Jess hour. And it's just going to be Loren. But let me know what you think about Charlamagne's comments where he was basically just falling in love with Loren. Loren's so great. She reminds me of Miss Info. Oh my God, I appreciate her so much. She's awesome. I thought it was odd. Go watch The Brilliant Idiots. Go listen to The Brilliant Idiots. And let me know what you think. With that said, follow me on Instagram, The Stop TV. Follow me on Patreon, The Stop TV. Well, actually, it's called The Stop. And follow me on Twitter, The Stop TV. This is Danny from The Stop. Peace.